Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Tuesday. It's November the 15th. We're halfway through the month already. Holy cow. Today is America Recycles Day. National Bunt Pan Day today. Do we own a bunt pan?
Pans need a day.
Do we own a bunt pan?
Probably. I don't know.
I
I
don't
think I
think-
did back in the day, but I
Got rid of
never
it?
used it, so I got rid of it.
Well, today's the day to go get one. National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. We got to do that one of these days.
And it's just a tiny
It is
one.
a tiny. We're doing a remodel, so we got a tiny little refrigerator. But I opened it. I was like, wow, looks like there was like a crime scene in here.
Yeah, it's nasty.
National Philanthropy Day. I wish I had something to give. That would be wonderful. National Raisin Bran Cereal Day. I don't mind Raisin Bran.
I like
but I
Raisin
would
Bran.
never pick that. But when I have it, I always like it. And National Spicy Hermit Cookie Day today. I don't know if I've
I
ever had
don't
one of
know
those.
what that is.
And speaking of hermits, we've got this guy that we've tried to get him to join us in the studio, but he says no. We're going to talk to him on the phone. Tuesdays with Charlie. We'll be doing that later in the program. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. What are things that you want to do before you hit the ripe old age of 40? And if you're already 40 or over, what are things you wish you had done before you hit that number? Starting a family, 25% say that. Conquering a fear like public speaking, 20% say. Learning to cook, 23%. Volunteering, 22%. And there are some things Americans say they want to experience before hitting the big 40, that according to a recent poll of 2,000 adults that asked them what they would like. The number one thing, by the way, that people want to get done before 40 is having a stable job. 29% say that. The rest of the top five in order: owning a car, 28%. Going to a doctor more often, 26%. Why would you want to go to the doctor more often?
Exactly.
Traveling with, unless of course you're sick and you're just not going,
or
I
to
suppose.
stay on top of your health,
that might
maybe.
be. Traveling with a person you love, I agree with that, 26%. And owning a home, 26%. All right, I've got all those numbers in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that the Texas furniture kingpin, Jim McGageville, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, he goes by Mattress Mac. He won $75 million when he bet on the Houston Astros to win the World Series. And turns out that was the largest payout in legal sports betting history.
Wow.
He bet $10 million in May that the Astros would win the World Series in a handful of wagers with an average of 7.5 to 1 odds. His bet is the Astros' latest in a series of high-dollar wagers that he's made over the years, using them as a hedge against promotions at his stores in Houston area. In October, he told Forbes he sold $73 million worth of mattresses with a promotion that allowed any customer who spent $3,000 or more on a mattress to get it for free if the Astros win. So that, you know what? The guy, he's laughing all the way to the bank right there. So he's done okay, is what they're saying. I wonder if we'll see more people do things like that. All right.
But then did he have to pay for tickets for all of his customers to get in for free?
I have no idea. If he did, I'm sure he had, again, $75 million he made.
That's true.
And $73 million worth of mattresses. If my math is right, that's like $150 million. So
Well,
sounds
good
like
for him. That's
sounds like he
awesome.
did okay. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com. Perhaps hoping for a return to maybe a little better event. They're asking Jimmy Kimmel to host the Oscars. He's done it 2 other times, I believe. And 2017 and 2018. So, yeah, it was 2 other times that he's done it. Last year, they had Chris Rock host the Oscars, and then he was slapped by Will Smith.
They asked him to come back. He said,
and he
nope.
said, yeah, no thanks. I'm not going to do it. And they asked Will Smith not to come back. So, and for those complaining about the accuracy of Netflix, The Crown, the writer has a message for you. The show is imaginative speculation. Actually, it wasn't the writer. It's King Charles, the guy that plays the King Charles in the show. He's advising anybody who doesn't approve of the show to just realize it's just a show.
Or
it's
don't watch
drama.
it. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
He's like, this isn't based on 100% truth. It's just a fun little show. So anyway, apparently some people are getting their knickers in a bunch, as they say. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. This year's Black Friday deals have been revealed at Walmart. You were just telling me that they're going to be closed this year on Thanksgiving. Is that right?
Yeah, I have not seen this year's Black Friday.
Well,
deal,
they
so I'll have to
recently
look them up.
revealed them, and I don't really care what they are because I don't participate in any of that nonsense.
You do too. You drive us.
Well, but I don't go into the stores. I do participate in that is like Don't Shop Anywhere Day, something like that. That's the one I participate in. But I think it's cool that they're going to be closed on American Thanksgiving this year because I always thought that was really weird. It's like, okay, everybody's got to work on this holiday now because, well, we couldn't wait an extra 6 hours to open the store or whatever it is. So
to be fair, it's only like 2 people missing out on their family because they just don't have
all the checkout stands. I get what you're doing. And a Florida traveler stuffed a gun into a raw chicken and tried to bring it onto a flight. That didn't work, by the way.
How did he think a raw chicken was going to make it?
Like checking his suitcase.
Yeah, I've got a great plan.
Run that through, sir. Why do you have a raw chicken? Just run it through. It's okay. Don't worry about me. It's for my in-flight eating entertainment. What were you going to do with a raw chicken?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this is fascinating. By splitting a laser beam into different wavelengths of light, engineers have been able to transmit data at a rate of almost twice the combined internet traffic of the world per second.
Huh.
A team from Chalmers University of Technology and the Technical University of Denmark fired an infrared laser through a splitter called a frequency comb, which divided the light into many different colors. Each of the colors or frequencies could carry data. The total amount of data that could be encoded is 1.8 petabits per second, or 1.8 million gigabits, 800,000 more than the average global bandwidth of the entire internet. So they're saying this could change the future.
It sounds impressive.
Yeah, that's why I read it, because I thought it sounded pretty cool. So. Meanwhile, what we're working on around here is how to tell dumb jokes and make people laugh.
Yeah, well.
And we're not even
We're
doing well at that.
still working on it.
All right, scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not $50, $15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
I'm doing really fine, thank you very much.
Well, we're probably going to see you here fairly soon. Are we getting together for Thanksgiving or no?
Well, do I have a choice?
No, I don't think so. I think we're going to kidnap you.
And we probably will.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. It'll be one more thing to be thankful for. And it sounds like he's thankful too. Well, what kind of cool stuff are we going to talk about here today?
Okay, let's see. Okay, Oreo cookies, know them?
Oh, yeah.
They are over 100 years old and are a backup of a cookie called Hydrox.
Yeah, they ripped
John
off
knew that.
Hydrox.
It suffered from the impression that it was a knockoff of Oreo and fell into obscurity.
How sad is that? The original one.
I know the originals are the ones that don't sell as well as the fake one. But, you know, Oreo has done a pretty darn good job over the years.
They have.
Well, they run Hydrox out, yeah.
They
I
have.
didn't like it anyway. Hey, then George Lazenby, he's an actor.
Sure.
Have you heard of him? No, you haven't either.
No.
What was the name again? Yours?
George, Lazenby. Lazenby?
I don't think I know who that is.
Okay, well, he wasn't an actual actor anyway.
Okay. I'm hoping there's more to the story than that. Okay.
He got himself a suit, Rolex, and a new haircut, then met with the producer and made up movies he had been in. He later landed the role of James Bond.
You're kidding me.
No.
And he just pretended to be an actor when he wasn't really an actor.
There you got her.
So he is a Bond? Is he a Bond guy?
Then he got to be a James Bond character? He got to be James Bond or a character in a James Bond movie?
He got to be James Bond.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
No, I'm going to have to Google him now.
I've never heard of it.
I thought you made him up, Charlie.
I never make stuff up. This is honest to God truth.
All right. If it ain't on the internet, then we don't talk about it.
Put a lot of research into this.
I know you do, and I appreciate every bit of that.
Well, not a lot, but we put some research. Hey, I got one last thing here for you.
Okay.
All right. What do you have?
Researchers have determined that deer crossing warning signs do not prevent accidents.
No kidding?
I don't know why they needed researchers.
Well, but you'd think that when you see the deer crossing sign, you'd try to pay a little more attention.
Yeah,
Maybe
you pay
we've just gotten
attention
used
right
to
by
them.
the sign, and then a mile up the road, you forgot about the sign, and then you smack a deer.
I've actually seen 2 car accidents where they hit a deer and it was right by a deer crossing sign. Like literally within a couple of feet. Twice I've seen that in my life.
When you see that sign, you know that's for a deer cross. You should slow down.
It's funny, I remember there was a person who called into a radio station and said that they need to move the deer crossing sign to a different location because they should put that where there's not as much traffic. And this person literally thought that the deer were the ones reading the sign and they were knowing that's where they're supposed to cross. That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it's supposed to work.
That's how it's supposed to
The
work.
deer don't read the sign. That's for us to know
they
that
can.
that's just
Yeah,
a busy
they can.
place.
They look up and say, oh, we can cross here. It's safe.
Okay.
Boom.
I don't think so. Well, you ready for a question from us, Charlie?
Sure.
All right, I got something for you here. Have you ever seen a sea otter? Do you know what a sea otter is?
Yep.
They've got little pouches by their forearm. What do they put in those pouches?
Dead fish.
No, they're cell phones. Just kidding. They don't really. They put their favorite rocks in those pouches.
For what?
Because they find a rock they like and they put it in that pouch.
It's like our stupid kids constantly dragging rocks in the house.
Our kids do have a weird collection of rocks.
They do.
What are all these rocks? Hey, those are my rocks. I'm like, why? What do you have these for?
So they got one in each arm or leg or whatever?
Yeah, they have one on each arm by their forearms.
You got to have a rock on each side so you don't sink or tip.
And maybe
So you don't
that's
tip over.
Maybe that does help them stay underwater. I don't know. That could be. See, Charlie just figured it out.
Oh, yeah. Geez, he's smart.
It's a buoyancy thing.
Yeah, he's very intelligent.
Well, Charlie just cracked the code. Well, we will talk to you again soon, Charlie. Thank you for reaching out, and always a pleasure to talk. I guess we called him, but thank you for answering
Thanks
the
for
phone.
answering the phone, Dad.
I didn't call you. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, you called here once. It was a wrong number, but you called here.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right here, we talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Just as some people talk in their sleep, sign language speakers have been known to sign in their sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I never really thought of that, but that's pretty cool. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Tater tots originally failed because people thought the product was too cheap. Popularity rose after the price was increased. Yeah. They're like, yeah, no, this is just garbage. I'm not eating this. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, we'll charge you more. Okay, I'll take 2 bags. All right, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
CDs were created to hold 74 minutes of music because that is the duration of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. So they're like, let's make it this big for this reason.
Okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Greece, you can lose your driver's license for being poorly dressed or unbathed. Wow.
Oh, imagine
That
how
seems
many
weird.
people would not be driving in America.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
30 of the first 31 popes' lives were ended in murder. 30 of the 31
Wow.
first popes. That is pretty crazy when you think about that.
That is crazy.
Very crazy. There you go. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Here's your question today, Heidi. 45% admit they base their impression of another woman on this. What is it? 45% base their impression of another woman on this.
On her clothes.
Close. On her shoes. I got to tell you, that must be women who do that because I have never even
It
looked
said
at a
women.
woman's shoes.
Yeah.
45% of women, okay, admit they base their impression
Yeah.
of another woman. Oh, okay, yeah. See, I should have paid attention to what I said. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. In a major breakthrough, it's now possible to send messages from the brain to an iPhone. We might
is
not
so-
quite be to a point where you can think, bring me a snack, and the request pops up on your partner's phone in the next room. But we're one step closer thanks to a device which could be surgically linked to your brain. I think it's a bad
Why
idea.
would anybody do this?
I don't know. The Synchron Switch is a computer brain implant which has been granted approval for clinical trials by
Oh
the
my
U.S. Food and Drug
gosh.
Administration. The goal is to assist those who suffer from conditions like ALS, which affect the nerve cells responsible for controlling voluntary muscle movements. So there's a really good reason why they're working on it. Synchron devices are designed to be permanent additions to the body. So far, they've lasted more than 1 year in at least 4 patients with no serious adverse events. So, again, if it's something like that, where there's functions people can't do, but now you can implant this to help them do those things, that's great. But if it's literally just bring me a sandwich, what are we doing that for? So, all right. I like the way that story ended. Didn't like how it started. That is why it was today's Weird News.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. An Ask Reddit thread said, which sentence is only used by annoying people? Here are some of those sentences. I don't mean to be rude, but... ...
Yeah.
It's common sense. Yeah, okay, maybe it's not. I simply have a powerful personality. Oh, or you're just a jerk. Maybe that's it. Let's just agree to disagree. Another one. No offense, but... another one of those phrases. It's just a joke. And this is one of my least favorite. Let's unpack this. I don't know who came up with that, but I hear that and I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to unpack you right in the nose.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
Just stop unpacking stuff, all right? Sentences that are only used by annoying people. It is what it is. Here's my favorite on the list. Do you know who I am? The answer should always be no. Even if you know who they are, say, I have no idea who you are. I'm the mayor. I'm the governor. I'm the whatever. I don't care. You still can't cut in line. I've got the entire list if you want to read all of them in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking looking for? We hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today from George Carlin. Oh, I liked George Carlin.
Loved him.
He said,
"Oh man,
I'm in shape. Round is a shape." He was never a big guy anyways. I don't know why he had
he's
to say that.
tiny.
Yeah, he was a very thin man.
Yeah.
And again, if you have a quote, I'm kind of getting towards the bottom of the ones that I have saved up here. So if you come across a quote that you think is really clever and you'd like to submit it, you can do that at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. And this, I think, is amazing. Paraglider spots a woman trapped on a sinking car and saves her life. I mean, this is one of those crazy, crazy things that you just go, how in the world did this even happen?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It says a man came from the skies like a guardian angel, a paraglider. Cristiano Piquet was out for a Sunday flight in South Florida, spotted a woman clinging to a submerged vehicle in a canal. He was recording his flight near Homestead when he saw this woman. He quickly landed and ran to her aid.
That
He
is
then
awesome.
sought help from a resident nearby who can be seen in the video using ropes to pull the woman to safety. Piquet said he's blessed to have been paragliding that day because his aerial view of the wreck likely saved her life.
Talk about feeling like a superhero.
I know. And it's amazing because if you look at the video, he kind of looks like he's dressed like a superhero. I mean, he's dressed like a paraglider, but he's got like these goggles on and he's got, I mean, just the way he's looked, like this could be video footage of a superhero.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
pretty
it just kind
cool.
of feels that way. It is really neat. We were just recently at a place where they were doing some paragliding. That was, when I say recently, it was like a month ago, whatever. But it was fun to watch people do that. Mm-hmm. I did some paragliding, and it's been like 20 years ago. I don't know if they have a parasail big enough for me nowadays. But it is really cool. I guess I was parasailing. So paragliding, what is that? That's different than parasailing, isn't it?
No.
Well, now I got to search and see what that is. Yeah, we were parasailing, and that's what we were watching is parasailing. So paragliding, is that like a hang glider?
Possibly. I don't know.
I'll
You'll
have to
look
check it out. All right, I've got a link to the story. It's good news. It's at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.